Take a moment to get comfortable. Now go ahead and settle into yourself, taking 3 breaths to settle the body. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go of tension. Breathing in, holding, breathing out, settling the body. Breathing in, holding a bit longer, and exhaling, deeply letting go. Now when you're ready, let your awareness just rest on the rhythm of your breathing. Just let it rest there. Now begin to sync up your breathing to the eyes opening and the eyes closing. Breathing in, opening the eyes. Breathing out, closing the eyes. Just keep going like that. Opening the eyes on the inhale. Gently closing the eyes on the exhale. All the while still aware of the rhythm of your breathing. Now on the next exhale, begin to lengthen the breath out just a bit, not much. So as you breathe in, breathing out, lengthening the exhale just a bit, not much. And each time you do, letting yourself begin to settle, becoming calm and relaxed yet focused and alert. Keep going, just like that. Settling even more into yourself. All the while staying focused and alert. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, I'll create a scene. 1 being lifted up by a warm, comfortable cloud. The cloud supports you and transports you. 2, just drifting along on this warm, comfortable cloud. 3, 4, so very warm and comfortable. And 5, there, arriving at your safe place for you as a young child. Now go ahead and imagine an especially safe place for you as a young child. This could be based on a place you know from memory, or it could be something entirely imaginary, or a combination of those. Shape and reshape the scene until it feels just right, even more safe. If you want even more safety, you can imagine yourself being surrounded by a light or an energy shield, a bubble that keeps you completely safe. Take in how secure and safe you feel right now. Calm and relaxed in the safe place as a young child. Really take in what that feels like now, the effect it has on your state of mind. Soon you're going to imagine a scene where you're growing up as a young child in a family different from your family of origin, with a set of ideal parents perfectly suited to you and your nature. Go ahead and imagine a scene of yourself as a young child with these ideal parents. Get a sense of how they're being with you. That makes you feel completely secure in your relationship. Notice the details of the way they're being with you. That lets you know you're safe and secure with them, completely safe in the relationship. Bring to mind the details even more clearly now, what it is about the ideal parents and the way they're being with you that makes you so very safe and secure with them. Imagination creates new possibilities. Shape and reshape the scene until it feels even more right, just the way you always wanted to be taken care of. There's something about these ideal parents and the way they're being with you that makes you feel especially safe and secure. Really take that in, what that feels like to be so safe with them. The effect it has on your state of mind, the effect it has on your body. Take that in deeply. Now let that scene fade and imagine a new scene of yourself as a young child with these ideal parents. And in this new scene, you'll imagine yourself with the ideal parent figures as a young child. And it's all about safety and protection. Imagine all the ways they're being with you that lets you know you're safe. And they actively protect you. Yet they're not so protective that you feel limited in any way or overprotected by them. It's just the right amount of safety and protection. They do anything for you to keep you safe. You feel so safe with them, you never have to worry. You just know you're safe and protected. Imagine the specific ways and details of the way they're being with you that make you feel especially safe and protected. You can get a sense of being as close as you want to them, or having as much space as you need. They're also sensitively attuning to you and the way you're being and know just the right closeness. The way they keep you safe and protected never limits your ability to play and explore, to discover who you are, what interests you. Imagine that. Shape and reshape the scene until it feels just right. Now bring your awareness to the effect that the scene is having on your state of mind. Really take that in now. Make a deep impression of that. Now let that scene fade and bring to mind a new scene where you're with these ideal parents. And in the scene, you can tell they're sensitively attuned to you and your state of mind. They're reading your body language, the way you're being, what you're feeling and thinking. And you can see how fully present they are to you. So sensitively attuned, picking up on everything that you do. They're curious. What you get a sense of is they want to know who you are, what interests you, all the little discoveries you're making. They're right there, noticing it. You can really sense their attention is on you. You're at the center. You're the most important person to them, and they do anything for you. And if you ever get lost and caught up in wondering about the ideal parents or anybody else, they gently, calmly bring you back to yourself over and over again. So you can really feel like you're in your own experience more and more, fully in your own experience. Get a sense of what a relief it is to just be yourself, knowing you're seen and known by them in this way. And these parents aren't only attuned to your behavior and what you're doing, they're also deeply attuned to your internal state, your moods. They can pick up on what you may be thinking and feeling, what may be happening internally inside you, all the while they wonder out loud. They're curious about how you shape your world, what interests you. Even if you're misbehaving, they notice that too. What you begin to notice is these ideal parents not only sensitively attuned to you, they actively are able to pick out what it is about your experience that's uniquely yours. And they do it in an accurate way. So you begin to feel deeply seen and known by them. Imagine the details of that. And what it's like for you to be deeply seen and known in this way, to be at the center, to be loved and cared for in this way. And you can take that in. You can be at the center. Now bring to mind a new scene. This could be imagined or it could be a memory. Bring to mind a time when you were upset. Maybe you had a scraped knee or you were emotionally upset. Pick something relatively mild, maybe a 2 or 3 out of 10 on emotional upset. So some mild upset that you may feel as a young child. Imagine it or recall it from memory now. Now the ideal parents come into the scene, they see exactly what's wrong, and they know just the right way to respond to you. They're emotionally responsive to you in just the way you most need, in a way you've always wanted somebody to respond when you feel this way. They're physically reassuring you in a way that feels good. They're emotionally responsive and soothing. Verbally, they're letting you know it's all going to be okay, reassuring you in just the way you want. They let you know that it's all going to be okay. Take in all the different ways that they're reassuring and comforting you. So that you feel even more settled, fully settled now. Really take that in. Notice the effect it has on your state of mind. Now continue imagining yourself as a young child with these ideal parents. And what you begin to notice is these ideal parents are overjoyed and delighted in everything that you do, everything about you. And they're expressive, they let you know it. You can see it in their eyes and their body language. There's this special warmth and love that you can see. In their eyes, you can see their absolute joy for you. You begin to get a sense of how excited they are that you came into this world just the way you are. What a joy it is for them to be your parents. And that you're really at the center of this. you're the most important thing to them, that they would do anything for you. Imagine all the ways they express their absolute joy and delight for you in just the right way, in a way you've always wanted somebody to. Good. Now really take that in. Make a deep impression of the effect the scene, the ideal parent figures, delight in you has on your state of mind. And now connect that sense of joy to your sense of self, your being, who you are at the deepest level. Make a deep impression of that too. So you can begin to feel really good about yourself. Not just every once in a while. See if you can extend this feeling so you feel it continuously. Because the ideal parents are so consistent in their delight for you, you can really take it in. Begin to feel into that now. And as the scene continues to develop, what you begin to notice is these ideal parents want to see you grow and develop, to be strong and healthy, to be happy. So imagine all the ways they support your development. The way they support your sense of self, how they're not at all threatened by who you are, who you're becoming, how you're developing. They want to see what's best for you. Even if it goes against their own wishes, they want to see you grow and flourish, to be strong and pursue your own interests. Now continue imagining yourself in your safe place, or you can create a new place called the ideal place. This is a kind of place you always wished you grew up in, where you could grow, develop, play, explore your own interests. So develop that scene now of yourself as a young child being in that scene. And now you're with your ideal parents, and you can sense they're your biggest fans. They're the champions of your development. They want to see what's best for you. They want to see you grow and flourish. To explore, to discover the world in different ways. Even if there's challenges or you make mistakes, they're there supporting you. They want you to discover who you are, to find your place in the world. They want you to be strong. Imagine the details of the way they support you that encourages your strong sense of self to develop, for you to explore, to pursue your own interest. All the while they're supporting you in just the right ways. Now begin to generalize and extend the effect this scene and the previous scenes combined have on your state of mind, as if you've always had this kind of care and support. Get a glimpse of what that would look like now. How you'd feel, the kind of social network you'd have, where you'd be in your pursuits. What it'd be like to have always had this kind of support, every step of the way from the ideal parents. In these last few moments, begin to project into the future. Get a glimpse of what that would look like, to have always had this kind of support from the ideal parents. You can imagine yourself at a later developmental stage, as a teenager, young adult, or an adult. And what you'd be capable of, the kind of things you're able to explore in all kinds of different ways, socially, relationally. in your exploration. Anything's possible. Imagination creates new possibilities. Get a glimpse of what's possible now with this kind of care and support from the ideal parents. Good. Now really take that in. Make a deep impression of the effects the scene has on your state of mind. Begin to let that scene wind down. Finding your way out of that scene. Good. Now I'll begin counting backwards from 5 to 1. When I reach 1, you'll be fully awake and settled. 5, beginning to awaken. 4, 3, 2, and 1, fully awake and settled. Coming back, opening the eyes. Take a look around. That brings the exercise to a close.